Welcome back, my beautiful goddess. Today on day 3, we're going to be talking about the fear of change. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I am a certified life and money coach. And in the previous 2 days, we talk about the fear of rejection and fear of failure. So I invite you to check those videos out. Fear of change. Oh my God, life is constant change. Every day we're changing. We're even changing outfits. We're even changing the things that we want. Sometimes we don't want the same thing that we wanted yesterday. We cannot avoid change. Change is inevitable. And remember, the brain is always trying to do its job. Keeping you safe, it's its main job. So when we feel that we're changing or we want to make a change in our life, then the brain is going to try to keep us safe. That means keeping us in our comfort zone and keeping us stuck. But what if the change you fear is the opportunity for new growth and expansion? Put that on the journal. What if the change you fear is the opportunity and the actual door for new opportunities and adventures? I love this journal prompt because what if that change that we fear the most is what's going to bring us the most growth and reward? And of course, change is not easy. It has its things, right? Where we need to change our way of, or patterns or habits or limiting beliefs or ways of being, change relationships, states, countries. So I get it. Change is scary. And I feel that growing up, me personally, I changed a lot of cities and we were back and forth from the US and my country, Guatemala. So there was a lot of uncertainty and also I didn't feel safe because there was no stability of a place to live. So that caused a lot of instability, but also I had to adapt fast. So I became like resilient when it comes to change. So now that if there is change in my life, of course, it hits hard, but then I know how to overcome it. We can never stop change. We're always growing and evolving. That's why we came here as souls. It's not good to stay in a place where you're stagnant. So even if you get married, now you're even changing your status, right? You're not single anymore. Now you have someone, and then that change of being a wife is going to bring a lot of changes in your personal life, your professional life, how you do things, and then you become a mom. Oh my God, motherhood has been the biggest catalyst for me of change. One of many, but definitely one of the biggest ones, because that made me change my whole life, my whole identity, the whole ways that I do things. So completely change. And of course, change is scary. Remember, the brain is always going to try to keep you safe. And when you change, when you do things differently, the brain is going to self-sabotage. It's going to tell you, we're changing too quick. This is not you. The neural pathways are not while we're there. So go back to comfort zone, go back to familiar, because that's where the brain feels that it can control you. And it's nothing bad. It's just doing its job. That's how it operates with its own chemistry. So let's understand that. And also understand that nothing happens when you're not changing and when you're not growing. Change is necessary. So if we learn to overcome this fear, manage it, coexist with the fear of change, we can always continue to grow and to become the woman and the goddess that we come here to be, my friend. Here are 3 of the ways that have helped me personally and also some of my clients to overcome the fear of change. Number 1 is to start embracing the change as a catalyst for growth. We're changing skins, we're changing identities every time we turn a new year. Every time a new year comes, you change something about you. It might be a job, a location, you become a mom, you get married, someone passes away. It's change in life. So as long as we embrace that as a catalyst to grow, we're going to know that, hey, change brings growth. And once we reframe that, every change in your life that comes, you're going to see it with more grace. Number 2 is, as I always say, take small steps and actionable goals. I gave this way in another video because when you break down your goals and you take small manageable steps, you don't go like huge. But if something that you have an option or opportunity to work in small steps, then change can feel less impactful. For example, if you're moving to a new country or a new state, then start visiting that place, getting familiar with the area, or start reading online, getting informed. So you're changing your brain already, and start thinking and adapting before you get there. So always small and actionable steps. And number 3, and one of the most important, is always being optimistic for the outcome that is going to come after that change. Even in negative situations, I always see, hey, something good is going to come out of that. I'm going to learn something out of this experience. And when you see that as a gain instead of a loss, then change is beautiful because it brought you something. It brought something positive, or you just learned something new. Always remember that your brain is trying to do its job protecting you, and that growth happens when there is a change. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video, a 4th type of fear. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.